Welcome everybody and hello to a very interesting game number 3. We're going to be spawning directly on top of Rain's Artist. Very strong Terran player, and he is going to be up into an interesting position. viOLet is his opponent, a very strong Zerg player that showed some nice gameplay in that first game. The last one he got pretty much hard countered with a very unfortunate attack from him that did not pay off as much as he would hope. So now he is going to be trying to win this game number 3. If this goes like game number 1, it will be definitely in his favor. Unfortunately, these spawning positions are not going to be favoring him. Artist, being a Terran player, has siege tanks. Siege tanks in ZVT are very common. If Artist is going to push and get siege tanks behind these destructible rocks, that is a very hard position to break. If Artist can have Marines down here push forward, he can literally attack either the natural or the main and then retreat into that that alleyway. Plus, with these destructible debris funneling the units from viOLet, siege tanks would wreck that, but it all depends on the pace of Artist's attack. Right away, I'm going to be expecting a hatchery first out of viOLet, just a matter of whether he's going to go for this more greedy expansion with full resources at both of these places, or possibly these mineral fields down here. But as you can see, is just very, very diminished in terms of the yield that he could possibly get from it. It's safer though. That's the boon and the benefit of this expansion, is the safeness of it, because this is the only ramp into both the main and that backdoor natural, and we do see viOLet going for that 15 hatch at that place. So it might have been 16 hatch, I don't really 11, 12, actually yeah, it's basically a 15 hatch. The drone and the hatcher made it pretty much the same time. So now this barracks is down, will be completing. There's no gases going down at all, so it looks like Artist odds are will be going for his trademark gasless expansion, as he's done that every single game. He enjoys his economy, and now we're going to watch as wow, look at that. So Artist is really focusing on getting out a full scout over there. Probably going to throw down his command center himself, as viOLet's going to be able to see that with this Overlord. But viOLet's got to be careful, though, because this Marine is going to be going down, and directly under the Overlord, we see the command center. So both players are going for that backdoor, more easily defended natural. Some strategies I've actually seen are players against Zerg. They'll actually try and block this one off, force the Zerg to go for this base, and then do a big early game frontal assault. So the Artist is not going for that, but he might actually get the Overlord. Oh, he's actually going to get the Overlord. That is huge. Look at Artist. This is going to be a really unfortunate for viOLet. He's going to end up getting supply blocked, and there it is. That is a huge blow to lose that Overlord. viOLet's now going to be supply blocked, and even though he's got an Overlord coming, that is a huge delay to his early game. So now, looks like barracks coming out. We got more of those guys going down. Double refinery has been thrown down. A very fast double refinery at that. Probably going to see a very similar gameplay to the last game, where Artist is going to be going for a fast reactor to Hellions and trying to attack with those and be aggressive with those. As of right now, though, he has his full wall off. The destructible debris are a part of that wall. Both players don't seem to be planning to be crazy aggressive, as just drones are being made. Command center, SCVs, just a single Marine. Artist is not throwing down other buildings, but he can't throw down a factory right now. He's got enough for that, as well as a barracks or two. There is that factory going to be thrown down. We're going to probably see a reactor being thrown down once he gets to 50 gas. There it is. And there's the reactor. Oh yes, calling the builds. I feel like a BAMF. So now all the Artist is doing is just macroing up contentedly. He's transferring a few SCVs, not that many. He's just going to go ahead and be content to continue just getting out what he normally does. And there's a command. Oh, this is a very interesting play. Very quick third base in a hidden spot. This is going to really take advantage of the fact that viOLet has been going for this backdoor expansion to be safe. He's definitely feeling a little bit on edge, trying to be locked in to a very economic gameplay. The problem is for Artist. The problem is that Artist is going to completely go for a great game plan of attack the opponent's economy while getting up a great economy himself. All I know is I need food. I'm so hungry. It's so bad. But all these Zergs are moving forward. They're going to be able to go ahead and possibly pop forward and see some of those guys. But actually, it seems that we're going to be seeing a Baneling bust out of viOLet. This extractor is just being a normal extractor. It's not going to give him a rich Vespian gas count I don't know if he's actually aware of that, but I have all these Lings forward. These Hellions are here. Banelings are now being morphed, and oh, Violet's going for the cheese. SCV is going to go forward. It's going to get... Oh, it's going to see... Artist sees all the Banelings. Oh, Artist, if he was looking, he's going to need to throw down more buildings. There are all of these SCVs, and Artist does not want to lose. We're going to see the Banelings coming up forward. It might be a little bit too late, and there's going to be the factory possibly getting taken out, but all those Lings are now in the play of this base. They're going to go moving forward, try and get the nice rounds, but there are Hellions here. Only 3 Hellions are left, though. 2 Hellions are going to be left as this last one's about to die. Other one is very low health. More Hellions are about to pop out, and there we're going to see Violet getting a nice round on the injured Hellion. Moving forward, he's going to continue pressing forward, and I don't know, oh my god, this is really rough for Artist. He does force to bring his SCVs to attack. Hellions are in play, but look at the damage that Violet is doing. We're now down to 18 SCVs, but this expansion is here. This command center is up. It has been seen, though, and now we're seeing more and more Lings pushing forward, and I think Violet is just taking game number 3 in a very decisive manner, but this bunker is definitely a nice thing to help him out. Oh god, now we got more Hellions pushing forward. Violet is continuing to produce Lings, and only Lings, now up to 31. More Lings than drones are on the field, and now we're going to see these guys continue to push forward. Caught in the choke. Artist, though, has got all of these SCVs blocking this this bunker. All that's saving him right now is that, but this base down here completely taken out from all those units, and I think this is going to be pretty much it. Artist has got so few SCVs left. He can mule, but this is not going to go well as there's still Lings there attacking. He's trying to actually wall off, trying to stabilize in some respect. All of these SCVs are so low health. Oh my god, Violet is running around, continuing to keep Artist inside his own base, and we see more Lings are going back into this, trying to get up, and if we see Banelings getting morphed or something, it's going to be such bad news. But there's going to be the wall off from Artist. The Lings will not be able to push forward, and more Lings are just being produced. Violet is not getting anything else. But, here's the thing. Artist isn't out of this quite yet. 13 SCVs versus 24 drones, but there's a third command center that can easily produce SCVs, easily get to an orbital command, and Artist is going to repair this factory, reboost his strength on this wall, and try and continue to be stabilized, because now we're going to see all of these, oh my god, 14 Banes pushing forward. The factory doesn't fall, but this does. The destructible debris is down. No more wall for you, but there are a lot of Hellions, and I really think Artist could stabilize. We look at the production tab, 7 drones are not coming down, but once again, Violet is droning. This is actually a very similar thing to the last game. Violet is starting to drone so very late. It's basically after he fails completely, he commits way too much, and he just drones in a very unhealthy fashion, because now we have the third orbital command finished for Artist. And that is such bad news. That is 3 orbital commands of mules as of right now. Let's take a look at the income with the mules helping him out. Artist is so very far ahead. Now we're going to see death to those Lings. There's no way they'll be surviving anytime soon. Lings are still here and alive, but oh, these Hellions. Banes are being morphed in defensive position. Violet does not have spawn cars up. He can't even afford to really get them. If you notice, he's still on hatchery tech, no lair for him. He's trying to push in, deal damage, but, there's, oh my god, there's all these Marines and everything back here to defend. We can see the Ling's going to actually deviate and try and split up and deal damage in that respect, but look at the damage being done to the Lings. Oh, the Lings are just dead. And look at all these SCVs with so little health left. These guys get cleaned up, and now we see the worker count is in favor of Violet in a nice respect, but still, he's got to be careful. Those Hellions were forced to come back, though. That's buying him enough time that he might be able to stabilize. You can see that he's actually starting getting his lair at that natural expansion. But the thing is, once again, that third orbital command, it's such a huge deciding factor. Violet's getting a nice defensive position. He knows the Hellions want to move in. He knows the Hellions want to be aggressive. So he's going to go ahead and respond and prepare for a full surround. He's got Banelings in all these places, and my throat needs sustenance. It's hurting. It is annoying. But still, what's not annoying is the fact that this game is awesome. Now we're going to have the Hellions moving forward. A lot of them moving in, going to be able to actually take down that creep tumor just in time. But 10 Hellions is a very unfortunate army for Violet to have to deal with. Notice Lings are once again being produced. Food counts are identical. Never mind, Artist is now going to pop in a little bit. But look at the drone count. The drone count is once again starting to get up there. But no third base. We're 13 minutes of the game, and Zerg is only on 2 bases. 1.5 at that, well, Artist can basically consider himself on 2 or 2.5 because of the additional mules that he has, and he can go ahead and continue to reinforce with. He's even got starport tech out. He can work on getting out medevacs. Once his gas gets up there, he can get his second medevac out. But as of right now, he's just working on getting out a ton of Marines. viOLet's not looking good because viOLet's still on those 2 bases. We do have a Glial Reconstitution being researched for the Roaches. 9 Roaches are in production. We could be seeing viOLet going for another very large attack of Roaches and Banelings and Lings, but he is getting inspired. He's going for a lot of tech, but his gas is very, very high. He's been saving for that for a while. But now his hatchery is here. I think the Hellions are actually doing enough DPS that they could take down this hatchery. There is forces to cancel, and viOLet needs to put that down once again. Very nice. So it looks like the count of Hellions you need to actually take down a hatchery faster than it gets built is 10. Just in case you guys were curious. So now Bunker gets salvaged. We have Starport here. Getting out a Viking. It's an interesting choice. I guess maybe for the defensive mutas, but he has Marines. And the Marines, if you look at them, they don't have combat shield quite yet. It is being researched over there while the tech is being put onto the factory. A second factory, though, that's the thing to realize. Now, siege tanks are out. Siege mode is out. Artist is now ahead in the bases. That third orbital command is such a huge factor into how this game has been progressing since that failed Baneling bust. We have 50 SCVs now to 40 drones. As we can see, viOLet may have killed 30 workers, but look at that. No workers killed by Artist, and only 40 drones are out. viOLet would have had to deal with an 80 SCV army at this point in time if he hadn't killed so many of those workers. Now his Vikings running around doing a nice job of scouting and basically going to work on killing on overlords. But he's going to have to be a little bit hard pressed to deal with the mutas and everything. They are getting the carapace upgrades. I feel that our viOLet's getting that because of the fact that he needs to keep those alive. He can't worry about doing damage with them because they can't do damage if they're dead. It's probably the main thing that he's talking about. So now here we have Vespene Geysers here, and still not taken. They need to be taken fairly soon. But now we have the mutas going to move in, and goodbye Viking. You never stood a chance against 12 Mutalisks. Now Artist has not thrown down any amount of turrets. He just has Marines inside his mineral line at that base over there. No turrets over here. We're going to see them getting taken out as the mutas are moving forward, working on taking out all those Marines. They do, but still this SCV count is starting to get whittled down a little bit, but more Marines stim running forward, and now we're going to see the retreat of the Mutalisks, and now the work kill count has increased to 31. That is not the most effective harassment, but now we're going to see pushing in. This turret's about to complete, though. It's going to get targeted down. It's going to get killed before it can be done, and there he's going to go and get hit, and now viOLet's doing even more damage, killing more SCVs. Very nice job. Targets down those two guys, and there we see the food count is actually now in favor of viOLet. 43 SCVs have been killed. Mutas are trying to move down once again. Roaches are in play, and now we have 58 drones to 52 SCVs, and now viOLet is stabilizing incredibly well as this hatchery is still up. Income is shown to be actually in favor of the Terran. No surprises there with the mules, but still, Artist is looking like he's going to want to press down the middle of the map, not even worrying that this is going to be allowed for another access over him to get attacked. He wants to do that attacking. Now we have the Lings out. No upgrades for them whatsoever. Artist as well does not have upgrades. He's getting that +1 attack. But now we see pushing forward all of those units. Banelings are there. Centrifugal Hooks is present. But Artist is going to have to be... Okay, Artist is going to have to deal with... Okay, now the viOLet's gone in and gotten his army complete together. Moving forward. Going to attack and push in. No, he actually decides to retreat. Not in a good spot, but look at that. These little shenanigans that Artist pulled off with the army movements is giving him a 20 food lead count. Very important. 15 mutas are going to try and push in. They could easily take out those units. They're going to try and take out a tank. They will fail, but only one muta falls. That's still an important thing considering the position that viOLet is in economically. Alright, so now we're going to see Artist moving forward, doing a slow push, bringing down those tanks. He doesn't have that much area to cover to get into the spot. He will now control this high ground with that watchtower. All these units from viOLet are going to be really need to be aggressive in the midst of all of this. There we go, to move forward, but the tanks are there ready to hit those Lings, and they will get some nice kills, forcing viOLet. Oh, even getting a Queen. God, Queens get aggroed so easily. But now all these Banes are getting moved forward to their death. They do not even get to explode on any Marines. That's very unfortunate for them. Surround is able to be happening from over here, but this is such an entrenched position from Artist. He's losing more and more and more. viOLet's trying to get mutas, but he needs DPS, not these glass cannon mutas in the face of all of these Marines. It's a very, very rough spot for him. He can easily go for a counter. Looks like he might be doing that over here on the left, or just trying to get that surround. It looks like Artist is going to re-siege up because he's got vision of the watchtower. He knows where that army is. He can literally see every single Lingering Roach on that side. He's going to stim a few Marines and push forward. A lot of Banes are morphing, but this base is looking to be very, very vulnerable. Now the Muta is going to move in on the right, going to take out one medevac and nothing else. There we go. Now we're going to engage, trying to deal with those Marines. There's enough. Wow, there's enough mutas to actually do that. They have the carapace, going to stay alive for more shots. The +1 melee, +1 missile attacks are completed. These Lings are sitting idly by. There we go, not anymore. They're going to push in. We see the full flank coming in as everything is going to get hit. And it looks like viOLet's getting a nice angle of engagement, moving in. Roaches and everything, decimating a lot of our Rain's Artists. Oh, wait, what? There's... it looks like he actually will be cleaned up, but look at the damage viOLet took in the cleaning up. The medevacs need to get taken out, though, but no, reinforcements coming to Artist. More and more units. He always has another army available, so it doesn't even matter. But 9 medevacs, that's so much healing. So much healing. viOLet is now in a really rough spot. Going to try and engage some more, but these mutas are getting ripped apart, torn apart. They are getting decimated, and GG, Korean GG from viOLet. Rain's Artist is going to move on to the finals of this Zotac Cup.